Welcome to my channel. Have you ever wondered how a pear gets to us? Not only a familiar fruit, pears are also a symbol of hard work and creativity in modern agriculture. In the U.S., more than 300,000 tons of pears are produced each year, bringing in export revenue of more than $1 billion USD and reaching more than 40 countries. Behind every pear is a combination of nature, technology, and the love of labor of farmers. Today, we will explore the magical journey of pears, from planting in the fertile valleys of California, through careful care, meticulous harvesting, and modern processing. A fruitful pear crop starts from the very land where the tree is planted. To create a solid foundation for pear trees, farmers need to prepare the soil carefully, turning the field into an ideal place for the tree's growth. Good soil is a prerequisite. Pear trees need loose, well-drained soil for roots to thrive, with an ideal pH of 6.0 to 7.0. Before planting, the soil is plowed to a depth of about 30 to 40 centimeters, breaking up the hard soil layer below, creating conditions for the roots to reach out and absorb nutrients. After plowing, farmers add organic fertilizer or composted manure to enrich the soil, helping the plants grow sustainably from a young age. An amount of 2 to 3 tons of fertilizer per hectare is spread evenly throughout the field, bringing fertility to the soil. The best time to plant pears is in the fall, when natural rains will help the tree quickly adapt to the new environment, or in early spring, when the cool weather helps the tree easily take root. Each tree is planted 4 to 6 meters apart, creating ample space for roots to grow and branches to spread. Keeping this distance not only ensures that plants do not compete for nutrients, but also helps light and air circulate, minimizing the risk of disease. Fragile young pear trees will be supported by sturdy stakes, preventing the tree from breaking in strong winds. This is an important step for the tree to grow upright, preparing for the strong growth period later. Pear trees need water to grow, but the amount of water must be adjusted accordingly. During the first 2 years, the tree roots are still developing, so using a drip irrigation system is the ideal choice. Depending on weather conditions, farmers usually water 2 to 3 times per week. During dry periods, combining drip and sprinkler irrigation systems will ensure water is evenly distributed throughout the garden. For plants to grow well, fertilization needs to be done in stages. During the first year, farmers focus on applying nitrogen-rich fertilizers to promote stem and leaf growth. The recommended amount of fertilizer is 50 to 70 kilograms of nitrogen per hectare, divided equally into 2 to 3 times a year. Second year onwards, switch to fertilizer rich in potassium and phosphorus to support flowering and fruiting, ensuring the best quality fruit. After 2 to 3 years, when the tree has grown stably, pruning is a step that cannot be skipped. Removing weak, dry, or diseased branches helps the tree focus nutrients on healthy branches. Also create space between branches to allow light and air to circulate evenly throughout the canopy, helping to reduce the risk of fungal diseases and increase photosynthetic efficiency. Pears often encounter problems such as leaf spot disease and leaf-eating insects. To protect the garden, farmers need to clear the grass regularly. Use neem oil or biopesticides to control pests without affecting the environment. Caring for pear trees is not just work, but also an art combining technique, experience, and love for nature. Efforts during this period will lay the foundation for a bountiful harvest. The flowering stage is the most important time for pear trees, marking the beginning of the fruit-bearing process. The small white flowers not only create a charming beauty for the garden, but also determine the yield and quality of the crop. Pear flowers usually begin to bloom in spring from March to April, depending on the cultivar and climatic conditions. In order for the flowers to bloom at the right time, pear trees need to experience a cold period in winter called chilling hours. This is a necessary condition to stimulate the germination and flowering process. Pear trees depend on cross-pollination to set fruit, which means they need help from pollinating insects, especially honeybees. Bees carry pollen from one flower to another, helping the pollination process take place effectively. To ensure high pollination rates, farmers often place 3 to 5 beehives per hectare in pear gardens during blooming season. As harvest season approaches, California pear gardens enter their most vibrant time of the year. This is when all the care efforts, from soil preparation to pollination, are rewarded with ripe, delicious pears. Pear harvest season usually takes place from July to September, and farmers determine the ideal time based on natural signs. Ripe pears have a characteristic color. The Bartlett variety will turn pale yellow, while the Bosc variety retains its characteristic brown skin, but is softer to the touch. Pears are often harvested by hand. The farmer gently rotates and picks the pear to avoid damaging the bark or branches. The pears are then carefully placed in a cushioned basket to maintain freshness. During peak season, thousands of workers go to farms to pick pears. A skilled worker can pick about 800 to 1,200 pears per day, equivalent to 200 to 300 kilograms. Workers often start harvesting early in the morning, when the temperature is still cool, to avoid damaging the pears under the hot sun. The average working time per day lasts from 6 to 8 hours, with alternating breaks to ensure health and labor efficiency. On large farms, modern machinery becomes a powerful assistant. Soft mechanical arms harvest pears quickly and safely, sending them through conveyor belts to large containers, ready for grading. With modern machinery, one harvester can replace the labor of 20 to 30 workers, harvesting about 10 to 15 tons of pears per day, depending on the size and density of the crop. The above numbers not only show the scale of the pear agriculture industry, but also show the coordination between human labor and technology in ensuring the productivity and quality of each pear. After harvesting, pears are quickly transferred to cold storage with temperatures ranging from -1 degree Celsius to 1 degree Celsius to maintain freshness and nutrition. Each fruit is carefully classified by size, color, and quality, preparing for the next journey, processing and export. Here, pears undergo a thorough cleaning process. Pears that still have dirt on them will be washed through a high-pressure water spray system, removing all impurities but keeping the delicate skin intact. After washing, the pears are put into the sorting line. Each pear is inspected and divided into groups based on size and quality. Fruits that do not meet standards, such as having deep spots or scratched skins, will be separated to be processed into byproducts such as juice or jam. Pears that meet the highest standards will be carefully packaged for export or domestic distribution. From the fertile soil of California, pears are not only the result of hard work, but also a symbol of the combination of nature and technology. The journey of pears, from being planted, cared for, harvested, to processed and exported, is a testament to the creativity and constant efforts of farmers and the modern agricultural industry. Today, each pear you enjoy not only has a sweet, fresh flavor, but also contains a story about love for the land and pride in each product. Thank you for watching today's video. If you love stories about agriculture and want to learn more about the magical journey of other foods, don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel, and share this video. See you in the next videos.